So in this video, I want to discuss grocery shopping and how you can best navigate throughout the store without making any harmful or crucial mistakes as far as your fitness journey goes, okay? So first, let's start off by stating how grocery stores are set up. So if you notice, majority of the whole unprocessed foods are on the outskirts of the store, okay? So you got the dairy, the veggies, the fruits, the proteins, and so forth, okay? Majority of the aisles have the prepackaged items for convenience and for, ready to cook and 3 minutes type stuff, okay? So just be wary of not all foods in the aisles are bad. So to say, there are healthy items, of course. Just be mindful of what you're consuming, because most of those prepackaged items have different ingredients in there that you're not aware of that make it last longer, that make it taste better. So I know the foods on the outside are much more boring, but the more helpful for you in the long run, okay? So next thing is, do not shop without a game plan or a list, okay? I always go with a list and I stick to it. I have tunnel vision. When I go with purpose. I'm not going just to roam around and see what they got. I just stick to my list, I stick to my budget, I get in and I get out, okay? Next thing is, kind of in line with that, is don't go when you're hungry, okay? So I've learned that the hard way too. Back in the past, I will go and I haven't eaten all morning or something, and then you walk in, you're hit with like 15 different smells. And you're like, man, I'm craving chicken, I'm craving pizza, now I'm craving the bakery. And it's a decision you have to make in that moment, which is what we don't want, because we want to stick to the plan as much as possible, okay? So for me, I don't eat like right before I go to H-E-B or Walmart or Target, but I eat like 2 hours prior, just so I'm satisfied and full. And whenever I walk in, I'm not tempted by anything that's gonna be harmful to my fitness journey or to my diet, okay? So to say. Next thing is, try to understand the way grocery stores are set up, in a sense of they're gonna try to trick you. They're gonna force you to make decisions in that moment. Because like I said, like just for example, me, if I go in with a game plan to, get oranges, frozen broccoli, frozen fruit, right? But if you go to the orange section, what's next to the fruit and the veggies, well, in my H-E-B, what's next to it is the bakery, and that's all you're smelling. So I'm going to go walk to get oranges, but on the way there, I'm smelling cake, I'm smelling pie. And then when I go to get frozen broccoli, just, a couple feet down, there's ice cream, and there's ready-made meals, pizza rolls. I'm like, dang. So they make it very hard for you to stay healthy. And, it's not throwing no shade on no grocery stores. It's a business, and I totally understand, but don't be a victim of that business style, if that makes sense. So you always have to stay disciplined to what you have to do and make sure you get it done, okay? There's no excuse. There is gonna be a lot of temptation when you walk into a grocery store, especially if you have extra money to blow or you're feeling happy. So just understand your flow of emotions and stuff like that, okay? Try to control it. And then last but not least, it's kind of like my biggest thing for my clients when starting out on a fitness journey or starting out trying to lose weight is, do not eliminate, just substitute. So what I mean by that is basically saying like, okay, you like burgers and French fries, right? Okay, so instead of a whole greasy fatty beef burger, just get a turkey burger. You like French fries, instead of white potato, get sweet potato. And that's how we start out, because this whole fitness thing is for a lifestyle. It's for the long term. It's a lifestyle, okay? So you have to find a way to maintain it and still enjoy it. So for me, when I first started out in high school, no one showed me anything. I was watching bodybuilders, and all they ate was grilled chicken and broccoli and rice, right? So, and that's what I would eat. But I didn't know how to cook it right, and I would eat it every day, and it just got to a point where it was so disgusting. And I stopped doing it, On Fridays, I would go to Whataburger, get a triple meat. On Saturday, I go to Red Lobster or Olive Garden. And I'm like, because I'm so sick of that food, and I was dreading it. So I'm never that type of trainer to be like, eat super clean. I eat super clean for results purposes, because I eat for purpose, not pleasure. But majority of people, they want to keep some sort of pleasure within their diet, and I totally understand that. So like I said, when starting out, try not to just go cold turkey and just buy all the stuff that you've never eaten or you haven't eaten in 10 years and thinking you're gonna eat it every day. So there's healthy ice cream, there's healthy peanut butter, there's healthy bread, healthy tortillas. So just, take your time, if you have time, and if you want to keep something in your diet and you don't want to get rid of it, just look at the nutrition facts. Look for low sodium, no sugar added, low to no saturated fat, trans fat. You don't want any of that stuff. And try to understand the food products that you're choosing and what their purpose is. So if you get milk, right, you get whole milk, or just say whole milk. So whole milk is kind of fatty, right? If you get fat-free milk, that's more protein, no fat. If you get avocado, that's healthy fats. If you get salmon, that's healthy fats and protein. If you get, one more example, just oranges, that's healthy carbs. Okay, so there's sugars in fruit, but they're natural sugars, so they're not very harmful. So with all that being said, is just be mindful when you grocery shop, go with a plan, stick to the plan, try not to fall to temptation, and I think you will see tremendous results on your fitness journey within 2 or 3 weeks if you're just consistent with what you got going on. If you live in San Antonio, Texas and looking for a one-on-one personal trainer, I got you. Feel free to message me about details as far as where I train my clients, my pricing, and the services that I do provide. If you do not live in San Antonio, Texas, it's all good. I also have an online coaching website where I provide custom meal plans, workout routines, or all the above, and a 4-week online coaching where everything is custom and personalized to you and your lifestyle. Like I said, my job is to help you become the best version of yourself. Feel free to message me about any other questions.